Hello, welcome back to my video. Today I would like to show you some new features at BadukPop. If you are not familiar with BadukPop, I have another video about introduction, so check that out. In my previous video, I only showed you puzzles because that was the only feature it had back then. But today we also have lessons and play versus AI. Let me show you both today. So let's look at the lessons first, just briefly. So we have lessons for like complete beginners who don't know anything about Go. They can do the first 3 lessons and then start solving the level 1 puzzles. And then there are some more level 1 lessons and then level 2 and then level 3. We currently have only up to level 4. But we are working on adding more lessons gradually. So that's the lessons. Oh, and each of these lessons are kind of mini lessons and interactive. It usually takes about 5 minutes. So I highly recommend it. And the major feature I am most excited about is play versus AI. Over here, you can play with AI characters that are different levels. So the base AI is Karago, but the BadukPop team made some improvements so that each character can have somewhat different strengths and somewhat different playing styles. So let me show you. We have currently 7 AI characters, and the weakest one is Bobby. Bobby is a young boy that has very playful style. Bobby likes to kind of attach and then cut and then make a lot of mistakes. So even beginners can have like a really fun game with Bobby. And then after that, we have level 2 Kevin, who is an astronaut. So he likes to play kind of around an empty space. Then we have, I accidentally closed it. Then we have Gran, who is an old lady, like a grandma, and she likes to practice and she has a very gentle playing style. We have Kuma, who loves to fight and loves to cut your stones. Kuma is level 4, which means about high single-digit Q, about 5Q to 1Q, but that's just an approximation. I would recommend that you kind of just try playing with each character and then see which one you have most fun with. So Genie is the magical being, and Genie is pretty strong, but sometimes you make kind of funny mistakes. And then we have Cora. Cora is my rival. You can see on the screen that I'm having 7 wins and 11 losses. So I have a feeling that Cora is maybe somewhat stronger than me. So you can see the level. Then we have a Max, which is like really strong AI. You see I have 1 win, but actually what happened was that they had the initial setting that the team thought would be strong enough. But then I won 1 game and then they decided to make it stronger. So I wasn't able to beat Max since then. So that's Max. Today I'm going to just have a demo game against Genie and then Cora. So let's go with Genie first. And currently you only have an option to play on 9x9 board, but in 1 or 2 weeks, we plan to add 13x13 or 19x19. And also, if you are a pro member like myself, you see the pro icon above the start button. You can choose the time limit. Either you have 5 minutes or unlimited. If you are not pro, then you will have 5 minutes and it's sudden death. And yeah, so you just click these things to change the settings like that. And you get to choose like your color, whether you want black, white, random. The Komi is 6.5, and the scoring rule is the Japanese style where you only count the territories. So that's about it. And then let's have a game with Genie. Okay, so I am black. And where should I play first? Let's start with this. And then jump. I'm going to jump twice. It feels like white is playing Miracle, but it shouldn't last that long. Let's go into 3-3. See what happens. And I guess I should jump. So I find this 9x9 games quite fun, and then it's so easy to play because it's a quick game. So I'm really enjoying it. Oh, if you don't see this play versus AI option on your app, you should check if you have an update on your app store. So we have been kind of gradually releasing this feature to all users. So if you were one of the users who got it lost, it happened maybe 1 day ago. So it might take 1 or 2 days before it shows up on your app, but eventually everyone should get it. While I was talking, you see Genie made this mistake upper right corner. So Genie sometimes makes these silly mistakes. That was pretty silly. But actually my father is about 4 or 5 down, and then he says he loves playing Genie. He has about 50% win rate. So if you are maybe low to high down, I think you will have fun playing Genie. So we are going into the end game, and I was just assuming I had enough territory, but we will have to see if that was a correct assumption. Let's see. Okay. So we are almost at the end of the game. And let's do that. And that. No need to throw in. There's no point. Okay, so I could pass, but maybe I'll just fill in Tame, because when I was young, there was no way to skip filling in Tame, so it always feels weird to me to just go into scoring without filling everything. So Genie will probably pass, I think. Oh, Genie resigned. Okay. So when AI thinks there's no hope of winning, it resigns. So I had a 1 against Genie, and then I got some points. And let's have a game against Cora now. I'm just going to tap here and then move to Cora and challenge. Random 5 minutes. All looks good, and then I'm going to switch and play. Okay, so Cora is my rival, and I'm going to start with this, and let's play some knight move. Okay, I'm going to block. Then attach. Oh, if you're worried about misclicking during these games, instead of just playing, you can kind of tap your finger, and then this ghost stone and the guideline shows up, and then you can kind of detach your hand, and you can be sure that you play where you want to play. It's the same as the puzzles or Tsumego. Oh, I know the conventional term is chumego, but we want it to be kind of beginner friendly with like non-Go players. When we use like Korean or Chinese, it's very easy. We just use their own terms. But in English, we could say Go problems or chumego or puzzles. And then it was not easy to choose which one to use, but ultimately we chose to use puzzles for now because like if you play like board games, it's a very familiar term. Anyway, while I was talking, this is very complicated capturing race here. I do have to connect the one stone, and I am thinking there is a good chance that there will be coal, so I'm going to connect. Usually I would prefer playing Tiger Mouse, but then Atari can be the code thread, and then if I end up having ko, I want to make sure that white doesn't have that code thread. And here I feel like I should play this one. And if I block the right side, then it's definitely going to be cool. But I don't see any better way. So maybe I'll just do this. Yeah, should be cool. So white cannot attach or just push in. And then I should make an eye. And then white will probably make the exchange descending to the first line. In that case, I'm going to just finish. Yeah. Okay, I thought white would start the ko, but I guess white didn't because there's no ko thread. So now this capturing race, white is dead because black has an eye and white doesn't. And now I have to make sure that black has more territory. And my guess is it should, because the part that white died is pretty big. I can't imagine that not being enough. Another thing is that the upper side, white is supposed to have another move. And then I was expecting white to play there right now, actually instead of the hane, and then I was going to hane this side. I have a feeling that I could probably win even if I just respond. But then I don't just want to respond because white didn't play where white's supposed to play. So let's go. I'm going to be mean. You see, this white is not completely connected. So I'm going to do this. And my black group is safe because it's capturing the black. My black group is safe because it's capturing white group at the bottom. So that was a big damage on white's territory. And I'm very sure that I win this game. So the other day, the BadukPop team was looking at the data. And then we were very surprised to find out that Korra is actually the most popular AI among all the AI characters. And that was a surprise because in puzzles, level 6 is not the most popular level. So it seems like people are really enjoying playing strong AIs. Oh, and Korra is having above 90% win rate against all BadukPop users. So if you beat Cora, you can be proud. So the game is almost over. It's just going into the end game. And yeah, I wonder if Cora is going to resign, because I see that AI often resigns instead of kind of just losing in scoring. We'll see. So white blocks and then black connects, and that's the end. Okay, so I won both games. I think I got lucky. Oh, maybe one last thing that I want to show you. Let's exit. And there's this at the bottom navigation bar, there's this book icon. If you go there, there is this new tab called Games. So before it only had the history and collection. History is the last 15 problems you did in puzzles. And then collection is all the problems you saved, and then it's permanently there. And then there's a new tab, which is Games, and it shows the last 3 games you played. So you can actually see that my game against Jeannie and Cora are here. And then I actually lost to Max by half points before. And you can actually view the games if you are a pro member. If you're not pro, unfortunately there's no feature available yet. So if you're a pro member, you can kind of just review your games like this. And then if you want to play out different variations, you can kind of try like this. So yeah, I wanted to just show you this. Okay, so that's about it. And this is a new feature, Play Against AI. And BadukPop team is actually planning on like adding more AI characters, adding 13 by 13 and 19 by 19 and more features. So check it out, and then leave comments if you have like suggestions or feedback about BadukPop. So that's for today, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.